So what I'm going to do is show you a second picture. Same process, but just somebody with a more fair skin. Show you the process is just the same. This is the wonderful Vampiri. You can find her on my Instagram or just by hers by searching for Vampiri. But I'll show you the same technique that I use, which is first things first, we duplicate the layer using Command J and choose the patch tool. This time I will remove some of the beauty spots, beauty marks, whatever you want to call it, just to smoothen out the skin, to make it a bit more even. It's a little bit tricky because we've got the water from the shower also on the skin, but just to keep your eyes focused on her, we'll zoom in and we'll just touch up some of the skin on her face. So things like stray hairs, stray eyelashes that are on there, maybe the odd wrinkle or two. Just going to remove those. And like I said, this is the workflow I use for all of my editing pictures. All of my edited pictures. My English is so bad. That's probably because I'm doing this at 1 o'clock in the morning because it's been such a hectic day. So I'm going through, just removing anything that's distracting on here. So pimples, spots, scars, anything that the world doesn't see as perfect. Depending, I leave some, I'll be honest. If somebody's got like a character type of scar, wrinkle, blemish, I'll leave that. We recently lost a great actor, Michael from The Wire. Omar's coming! He had a scar that you'd be very silly to remove. That was on his face. Yeah. So, like I said, this is the same workflow. Just showing you on a different skin tone. More fairer, lighter skin. But it's the same process. Yep, I'll probably remove this part here. That looks like water. I'll make those a little bit more even. Anything that stands out, jumps out at me, I'll zoom out so you can see what the work we've done. And this is just using the patch tool on the first layer that we've made. How did I miss this? Why didn't someone shout out to me? Jay, you missed a huge area on her chest. Yep. So we're just touching up. Zoom in and out. Zoom in and out, guys, when you do this as well. We can move these on her knuckles, on her hand. And we're just replacing with an area that's near to the area that has the imperfection. Yeah, so it keeps it looking very similar. I don't know how that looks. Let's zoom in a little bit. How was that looking? You can have it a little bit sharper, a little bit nicer on there. Still waiting for that new Mac. Yep. So that's what we do on the first layer. So I'll just show you again. Yep. Blemishes, a couple of stray hairs. Areas of interest, just removed. That's what we do on the first layer. Now that that layer is cleaned up, we use a Gaussian blur. I like to use a radius of 9. We get our high frequency layer, low. Remember, high is where we do the skin. So I'll zoom in. Maybe this little area here. I'll replace that texture. Texture from above here. Yeah, make it a bit smoother. Yep. Like I say, it's up to you if you want to go this granular. But because we touched up most of that area, most of the blemishes. We picked that up on our first layer with the patch tool. There's not a lot to do with the skin texture, just some minor little edits, and Command D. With the mixer brush, we will just be painting on a few areas that appear in pink, so we'll bring the rest of the skin down. Always make sure you're painting using the white brush. We're painting on the low frequency layer just to take off some of this colorization. Can I use that word there? I don't think I've ever used that word before, colorization, but it's quite apt here. It's another word I don't always use, apt. Yeah, so we're just making sure the skin is even over some of these darker areas. You have to look really good to see them, because model skin was actually really good. And I mean, hell of a photographer, this guy, this Jay at Mugshots. He's quite good if you ask me, but he's managed to capture her. Always helps when they got makeup on. When you do good makeup, it makes for such easy editing. As you'll see, we haven't done a whole load here. I'll increase my brush, just paint over the areas, increase the brush size, decrease the brush size, and you can see we're painting over the pink areas because the water was hot, and just make it a bit more smoother. So we're taking out some of the darker and lighter areas by just painting, and I tend to use the color you can see most. So for me, this is the color we can see most, and I'll paint that over everywhere else. So just take away some dark areas there, the pink areas here. Same for her neck. And I'm just bringing the size of the brush to suit the area that we're painting. So a smaller brush here. I mean, we were in a pink bathroom, so it's going to have a bit of a pink glow. So we're just painting over some areas. Yep, taking away some of those shadows by just painting it a little bit brighter to fit her skin color. And I hope YouTube doesn't edit this, because you can't see anything, YouTube. We've carefully selected one that doesn't show any skin like that. But then we'd also paint these areas here. Dark areas. Yep. Perfect. So that looks okay if you ask me. What do you think, guys? Tips, tricks with mugshots photography. Yep, stay tuned for more. Finish this off. We'll zoom out now. Show you the before and after. So it's the original picture. First layer, where we took away blemishes, imperfections, scars, spots, stray hairs. Then we done some frequency separation. Yep, you guys know that how to do frequency separation. There are 100 actions online to do frequency separation, and I've got tons, but this time I've just chosen to use what's it called? Retouch Academy. Good photographer Nello Johnson told me about it, downloaded it. I just used the one, to be honest, because I've got all my actions here that I've either downloaded or created or edited and put my own little twist on it. But this is part one, step one of my skin retouching. Yep. So stay tuned, guys. Part two has me using local dodge and burn. Remember, please go follow, like my page, mugshots.ph. Some of my friends, I am Jador. Go and follow him. Daps Photography, Medi Photography, Aaron Stewart photography. There's so many. I'm gonna Mex photography. I'm gonna make a list and put that on the video as well for you to follow my friends who all are amazing photographers. And Marianne Chichester, you know, go follow these guys if you like images and photos, and just see what we're doing day to day, because we have a regular meetup that is just fun. Come down if you're a model. Come down, join one of them. It's me, Spitfire from Mugshots Photography, and I will see you next time.